Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your June 2021 Cosmic Forecast Deep Dive. So we're going to look at your month ahead and beyond using the Tarot, Oracle and Astrology. I will lay out the reading like pulling some cards for past, present, future. Then we go deeper to clarify, pulling more cards. Let's get started. I'll show you the spread too at some point. What's been going on with the sign of Sagittarius? Four of Wands. And now we've got the Eight of Cups with the Three of Cups. Okay, there's been celebration for you as of late, hanging with friends, socializing, getting together, searching for something more. You want more meaning in your life, more emotional fulfillment. All of this socializing and all of this fun and engagement and connecting with others and celebrating life, basically, I feel like it came from a heartbreak or something that was sad even. So it's like you have turned things around. You were feeling really heartbroken or glum about something or down about something, and the best way to see yourself through it seemed to have been with friends and engaging with others and celebrating life and the good times. That's great to see in the past. Now let's look at June 2021, the present energies around the sign of Sagittarius. We'll go deep into these cards, but first I just wanted to get them out. All right, so now we've got the Eight of Wands, which is Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius. The Devil card is our first major arcana coming through, and now Page of Pentacles. You want to get moving on something, travel, get going on something, engage with others in a more professional setting now, or in something that's inspiring and passionate, and you want to begin something with others, but there's a huge feeling of oppression and feeling trapped and restricted currently, the Devil energy right in the middle of the reading. So you're enterprising and you want more out of life and you want to go, but there's some sort of a block. We'll look into it, like a powerlessness. It could be external or even internal, Sagittarius. Let's see what's coming up. Future energies. Let's take this June going into July for the sign of Sagittarius. Remember though, energy on these readings, like time, is fluid, so take what resonates with you for your individual past, present, future, and leave the rest. Late June going into July, generally for Sagittarius. We've got Five of Pentacles, okay. And then we've got Six of Swords, and then we've got the Ace of Swords. You have to get clear, I think, by the end of the month on these material money issues you've been facing. You haven't been finding it very hard to save money or budget or allocate your money where it needs to be going. At the bottom of the deck, I have Saturn in Sagittarius, Ten of Wands in reverse. This is kind of, these debts or money issues will stack and become too much to handle or too much to bear unless you kind of get a grip on them, but you're going to become very clear by the end of the month on how to do that. Let's take this back row by row, and then we are going to break down some astrology, pull some oracle, and then pull more cards, and I'll show you the spread in total. So Four of Wands and the Eight of Cups. Some of you left a corporation behind or a business behind, and some of you were working in a place like a hospital or a household name like, I don't know, Google is very well known, or a library, everyone knows what a library is, or, you know, a setting like a school, which is kind of archetypally understood by the masses. So some of you were part of an organization as such, and you left it behind recently in search of something more fulfilling. You knew that there was something out there, that you would actually be connected with people that get you, Three of Cups. People that understand you, your soul tribe. So that's what one of the leaving behind was. Another thing that could have happened in the past, I see that Four of Wands isn't always just this it's a stable setting. It's something that's very stable, but it might have been a stable home. So some of you were sharing a home or living situation together with others, roommates, family, domestic partnership, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it was. You have taken yourself out of this situation, and you have Eight of Cups, moved on in search for something else. And something has really facilitated that moving on, and it's your friends. Family maybe, but I just see like really good group of friends together, like sisterhood, brotherhood even feeling to it, but that way you socialized, you celebrated, you had a party, threw a party, you did something like that, took a vacation, and that's what was able to make you, it helped you through your healing process of whatever you've walked away from, because whatever we walk away from in the Eight of Cups isn't always easy, but it's very much a soul searching energy. Okay, we'll clear up more cards and go into that, but let's take it to the present. So you, Eight of Wands, Mercury and Sagittarius, that's that quick, Sagittarius is mutable fire, so we know how quickly fire spreads, and then Mercury is the fastest mover. So Mercury and Sagittarius, that is that quick back and forward of conversation, of commerce, of international travel, of commuting. So it's all action and flow, and it's the eights, and we have two of them here. Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands are the number of synchronicity and of transformation. Okay, so you transformed something within your soul recently when you decided that you need something more out of life, and you need more fulfillment, you need to enjoy what it is that you're doing or who you're with. And the Eight of Wands is when we start to kind of apply that heartfelt or soul-felt move away. It starts to apply in our external world now. So our internal shifts were created by us, and now it's reflecting in the external world. That's how, the laws of the universe works, okay? Internal reality will influence external reality, and we create our realities, right? So Eight of Wands is talking about you wanting to get going, move around, talk to this person, talk to that person, get together, let's meet, let's open this business, let's enterprise, let's sell. It's like this real merchant seller kind of card. But the Devil card is the only major arcana card in our reading so far. And major arcana cards, Sagittarius, are soul growth lessons. So all of these other things are mundane. We leave jobs, yes, we leave relationships, we find new jobs, we have a party, we call a friend. Yeah, this happens all the time, right? But Devil card energy and major arcana card energy are what, there's only 17 of these in the deck, so this is what our soul's journey is, and what our soul in this earthly vessel is ready to undertake at this time in order for the soul to evolve. We each came here with a birth chart, and that is everything that we need, and this was already decided before we carnated here. So everything was decided. We have all the tools to live up to our fullest destiny here. Some people rise or fall. It's we do have free will too. Devil card is saying this is where your soul is at right now, Sagittarius. You're feeling powerless this month to something else. It could be an addiction, so we're feeling powerless to a substance, and that has more control over us than ourselves. Externally, you feel very trapped by circumstances in the world today, and you physically cannot do what you want to do because of external restrictions. But remember, Sagittarius, you create your own reality. And otherwise, it might be trapped by a relationship, self-limiting beliefs. I'll never be able to do this. But I don't think it's the internal as much. I see it as external because I see your real desire to get moving and get going. And Page of Pentacles is this complete fresh start energy when we're about to undertake a new venture. So something is coming up in a new way for you this month. We'll have to clear this up because it looks to me so far like the Devil energy is just like this person standing on top. This is what's holding you down, and something is trampling you and crushing your spirit and stopping you from making these moves and new starts and starting to learn. Very much student energy, undertaking something new that you have maybe some experience in, Sagittarius, but it requires you learning more and applying it more for the first time, maybe in a professional sense, or maybe you're a teacher and maybe you're sharing your material that you've been working on for the first time, some sort of a first. We'll clear up. Going forward into the next row of future energies, what I'm seeing mainly is money issues. So finances look that they're a little bit tight by the end of the month. You do make a breakthrough on how to resolve this. Five of Pentacles, just not enough. It's not 4 stability, it's not 6 harmony, it's that in between when we were stable, we make an investment, it doesn't pay off. I don't know, the crypto we bought plummeted. That happened recently, right? So something like that might have come up for you where, you know, you were doing really good, then there was a setback. But ultimately we leave the reading with an ace. Potent opportunity for potent kind of fertile soil for opportunity to grow and for us to seize the opportunity. This opportunity won't come insofar as a loan or a bank manager approving your loan or you just getting a windfall of random cash. This opportunity comes from your mind and your thoughts, and you have had this sharp insight into how I'm going to make more from the money that I have or the resources that I have, whatever is the material. There could be, if this health concerns, if there is a physical health concern at the moment and that's what you're worried about, or your body image, it looks like you will be getting clear on how to navigate away from that trap of that distorted body image. But if you're dealing with health issues, it looks like it might be a physical health situation that's manifested in the physical body, like an issue that's really stemming from, like most maladies, stress, okay, and like an internal mind sword kind of like situation that's happened. There could have been a betrayal, or it could be linked to what you had to walk away from in the past and now it's creeping up. You're like, did I make the right choice? Now I'm not as well financially resourced. Did I make the right choice? I put myself under a lot of stress and I'm feeling that. Okay, let's get into these cards. I'm going to show you these and then we're going to talk through some astrology before pulling some more, okay? Great, okay. So astrology, let's quickly go into that. We had a lunar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius, your sign, on May 26th. Cast your mind back to that. This is around this time. Lunar eclipses are just supercharged full moons, and they have more potency. And in astrology, eclipse seasons are what fuel our destiny. So if we're not on our destined path, come eclipse season, you will find that there's probably going to be more of a noticeable change for you. Eclipses fuel change and destiny. And you may have felt for this. So I'd like to say, guys, overall, everyone's going to feel the energy of that eclipse. Sagittarius for sure pretty strong because it happened in the sign of Sagittarius, and that's where the eclipses have been happening since June 2020. So, and they will until December 2021. So Sagittarius and Gemini, that's the axis it's on. We're going to be feeling those eclipses when they come around. Until then, I like to read the astrology from the sign of the rising because that way it's more accurate. So if you know your rising sign Sagittarius, for example, if you're Sagittarius sun with the Scorpio rising, go check out the Scorpio video too. So the changes that have been happening for Sagittarius around the eclipses around May 26th and a week or so either side, you'll notice maybe the groundwork of these changes, or they'll be pretty dramatic. I kind of maybe think you will really have noticed the change. I see a change here anyway, 8 being transformation. So you walked away, Sagittarius, this was happening between your first house, and we've got a solar eclipse on June 10th in Gemini in your 7th house of relationships. I think for the Sagittarius rising people or Gemini rising people out there, if you're watching, relationships, that's where you're going to notice changes, okay? Significant new beginnings around the realm of your relationship, or significant endings around the realms of your relationships. Business partnerships, best friends, significant one-to-one relationships, and obviously romantic. Let's see, let's pull an oracle card, ground this and ask, in what message now does Sagittarius need to hear from their most high compassionate self to them about the phase of their journey? So where is Sagittarius at? Let's figure it out. Spin the silken thread, divine. So it's number 30. That might be an important number to you today, or else maybe the number 3 is. We've had a lot of 3s in the reading. I saw at the bottom of the deck 3 of Wands and 3 of Swords. Maybe they'll come out, but we have 3 being the number of growth. So it seems like you're growing through some changes as such. Let's have a look at what it's going to say from this Kuan Yin oracle. In creating precious silks, there is a sorting process, sifting out that which is broken to find that which is precious and pure. You are commencing a new cycle, beloved, and it is time to allow for what is more precious and pure. that which you wish to take with you into the future, to continue to release that which does not align with your true heart. Sometimes we need to help ourselves access the new cycle by releasing vows from this or other lifetimes, releasing old emotional patterns and calling in wisdom and talents from past lifetimes. You are guided to accept this healing now. Well, that's very much these new beginnings of cycles followed by letting go of endings, is total eclipse energy. And if you can see in this card, Sagittarius, it's a full moon, lunar eclipse. It's not an eclipse, but it is our full moon energy here. Okay, so that's pretty telling for me that these eclipses are very relevant to you. So solar eclipse on June 10th is a new moon. It's going to be a kind of more of the fresh start, new beginning energy, whereas the lunar eclipse can be, but it isn't limited to the change looking like more of an ending, but it's all kind of related. You'll know where that fits, but that's really big. And it says something about, oh yeah, we call on wisdom and talents from past lifetimes. That's like what I was saying, your birth chart that you came into this world with. The only miracle really, or variable in astrology, is the divine moment you were born, that miraculous moment. The planets, we know where they're going to be in 1,000 years. We know where they're going to be tomorrow. We know where they're going to be. Like, it will never change. We will track them. Nothing changes with their motion. The only variable is the moment you were born, and that's why that birth chart is so magical and so important, because you came here with the tools to rise to your destiny in this lifetime. Okay, Sagittarius? It says your past is calling you. It is calling to be cleared and released, and the beauty and the power of the past to be claimed in the present moments, woven together like a precious rare silk. All the experiences, mistakes and adventures and successes of your past and in this and other lifetimes have given your soul plenty of material from which to draw its wisdom. Sagittarius, you are the sign of wisdom, like fine silken threads been woven into a beautiful fabric. Okay, awesome. As well as that, we're going to pull up some more cards now and clear up these row by rows. We have Saturn has stationed retrograde, the planet of time and karma and endurance, and that happened on May 23rd. For Sagittarius rising, it happened in your third house of communication and your thought processes. Now, Sagittarius, figure out where Aquarius is in your birth chart. That's where that Saturn retrograde is going to be. Sagittarius rising, third house, and what that's going to do is, over the next 5 months while Saturn's retrograde in your third house, Sagittarius rising, you are going to redefine how you think, your day-to-day thought processes, how you understand things, how you even communicate with people on a day-to-day basis. When Saturn finally stations direct 5 months time in October 2021, you will have totally redefined how it is that you communicate and restructured it, and it's just going to make how you talk, how you think, how you understand everything so much more efficient. Okay, let's go back now. So Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, any Sag placements. What have we got going on? What was this past walking away about, or a fleeing from the stability and the happiness for some even? Some had to really walk away from something that was quite beautiful or stable still. But ultimately maybe you knew there was something else for you. I don't know, let's have a look. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The Magician in reverse. Some of you, this walking away was really, really tough, okay? And it looked like something was going to be so wonderful. And if you look at this, the Magician has its tools here to create this new opportunity in the Ace of Pentacles. But it didn't work out for you. You missed out on something. You missed the boat on something. You didn't have enough of it. You just something was missing for you, Sagittarius. I talked about creating our reality. The Magician and the Ace of Pentacles, both in reverse, is you kind of not being aware of that. You're not aware that your thoughts create reality, and you're not aware that you are a magician in this world, and we have power. We do have personal power. We for sure do. We can manifest a manifestation is just your thoughts, beliefs, your intent, all being directed, okay? And you are the creator of that, but you haven't seen it, and that's what's held you back. There might have been deception. There might have been, if that's a little bit too deep, this is more mundane for you, okay? I tend to go, I'm a Pisces, what can I say? I always scratch the surface of the mundane. You might have had an experience where the rug was pulled from under you in work, and that opportunity was missed out because of some sort of an ulterior motive of another person. Maybe some sort of a sneakiness or deception of your own, Sagittarius, or living some sort of an illusion resulted in you missing some sort of an opportunity or something like that. Could have been deception, but you just, I'm getting the sense as you almost had it. Oh, it was so close, and then it was gone and you missed that opportunity. It was not successful. Okay, so let's go. So we're going to go into this middle row, and we're going to see what happens. We have change in the air with the 8 of Wands, and it's exciting, but there's some sort of a cock block right in the middle, Devil card. So I hope you can see this, Sagittarius. This is the only major arcana card that we've had until the Magician. And that Magician reversed, I don't love to see it because it's more deceptive, or it's more of an illusionary magician, one who works behind the scenes only, doesn't reveal their tricks, and it's kind of like a person that has a block in their understanding of their power, kind of a thing. It's, yeah, okay. Let's go. Middle row, 8 of Wands, Devil, Page of Pentacles. Now we've got the Queen of Cups, which is a beautiful energy, and the 9 of Cups. Oh, perfect. That thing that you needed, that you didn't have in the past, that you wanted, that you just didn't have enough of, may come through for you in June, and you might have it then. And if not, you don't care if you don't. You have happiness in June. You have emotional satisfaction. You have fulfillment. You have happiness in June, Sagittarius. And you're like, okay, I can't necessarily change the circumstances right now, but I'm still going to take a chance on life. There's something that you feel like will be this cock block energy, or just a block, or a real heavy oppressive, no, you can't do this, like this person is shouting, no, you can't have this. That might be that kind of self-limiting belief, doubt in your mind, or it is just like an oppressor or a tyrant, or, you know, not as dramatic as that, hopefully, but that energy of oppression all around you. And you say, actually, you know what, to hell with it, Fool at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to take a chance anyway. I am going to follow my spirit-led decision. I know it seems like a little bit of a whim. I know it's new. I know it's risky, but I don't care. It's going to make me happy. And I really see you feeling like you've put a lot of effort into other people's happiness in the past. You really this month are looking after yourself and directing that focus of love inside and internally, and it pays off, because that 9 of Cups is what you didn't have. Sometimes the 9 of Cups is like just one thing missing until we get to the pure, too much of a good thing of the 10 of Cups. We often feel like when things are perfect in life, Sagittarius, or as close to perfect as can be, we think, oh, we want more. It's only when we get more that we realize we already had it all, sometimes, when it's too much of a good thing. So you're now at the point where you actually are realizing, no, I'm going to do something. It's going to be risky. The odds are not in my favor. They're kind of stacked against me, but you can always see the big picture, Sagittarius, right? That's a part of your makeup, seeing the big picture. And I think something about that is pretty legit. Oh yeah, Jupiter in Pisces. So Jupiter rules you, Sagittarius, and it was the ancient ruler of Pisces, traditional. I still use traditional astrology, so I still say Jupiter rules Pisces. And we even have little Pisces fish in our Jupiter and Pisces card. So come on, the tarot agrees. This is saying, right, Jupiter moved into Pisces May 14th, May 13th, and that's making a square to you, Sagittarius. You're going to feel this transit. It moved into Sagittarius's home, house of home and living situation, roots, ancestry, where you're grounded, your parents, kind of a vibe, some of those topics. So you might feel expansion and good news and abundance coming through around the home and living situation. Maybe you're buying, redecorating, relocating, getting a mortgage, moving back in with family, helping family, establishing roots of your own. Those kind of things might come up for Sagittarius rising, but good fortune and expansion and opportunity can be seen there. And maybe around your mom or a parent or a younger sibling. Yeah, good all round in the home and living. Okay, great. Let's go forward now. Are these money woes that we've got to clear up here? Or I feel like you get clear about something, razor sharp insight about something and new perspective. Also, you're getting away from some triggers, but ultimately there is still some worry. Let's clear it up. Thank you. King of Pentacles. Well, that's good a money omen for me, and Two of Pentacles. All right. So, money looks like it gets better. Some of you are still, I was thinking about a stock market, like the stock markets and investments. I was thinking about cryptocurrencies, stock market, different investments and all these kind of things at the time of reading this. And this is very, to me, like making a great investment. So some of you are weighing up and deciding between what to do, 2 coins. And then we are left with one fabulous coin, and it's actually more than enough. So King of Pentacles is the highest manifestation of an energy of the money or material pentacle suit resources, and we're reaching the highest level of that. We're very secure, and we had to make a choice though, and we had to make a risk, but that's okay, because what I will say is I saw this happening, bit pissed off and annoyed about money or worried about material at the end of June, beginning July. But then something eases up for us, and we can take a load off mentally, and we say, all right, this is going to be fine. Then once you start to say, this is going to be fine, I've done this before, I'll get through it. Maybe you'll say money isn't everything, or something along the lines of you reaching a sort of more harmonious way of looking at this situation in your mind. Then the razor sharp cuts like a knife, insight comes through, and you're like, oh, I see everything clearly now. Then you have to make a decision again about your money matters, or a decision that will just be kind of influential on your finances or your job or your resources, the practical kind of earthly things, but you end up making a really good choice and you get the King of Pentacles, which is awesome. Now, I will give you a little further advice. It might be good to get some advice, Page of Cups, from somebody that is is somebody that is maybe younger than you, maybe just like somebody who's like a really kind person that has your best interest at heart, that wouldn't be leading you astray, and they definitely wouldn't be out to sway your decision in a manipulative way so that they come out for the best of it. It's somebody who's pretty, I wouldn't say neutral, because it looks like you guys are connected in some way as a friendship or relationship emotionally, or family or something, but they definitely have your best interest at heart. So that might help you reaching out to that person, if you know who it is, to make this decision and make the right choice, Sag. Okay, so that's your reading for the month of June 2021 and beyond. I'll have a love and relationship 15-minute quick reading out for your sign in a week or so. Subscribe if you haven't already, that really helps here. Bye, Sag.